Hey everybody out there, this is Seto, and as you can see guys, we are outside today. Doing the spring and summertime, I like trying to do some videos outside. I did it last year, I did it the year before that, and I think the year before that. So doing the springtime, I like being outside as best I can. But today guys, we're going to be talking about a interesting topic, and I do apologize if I look like I'm sweating bullets too. I should mention it is not even, it just turned 10 o'clock and the thermometer literally reads over there on the building 88 degrees. That's how you know it's going to be a very hot day, when it's not even noon yet and it's almost 90 degrees. But that's not what we're here to talk about today. We're here to talk about the future meta. That's what we're here to talk about. And it's something that I have been thinking about, not quite sure, but there's a lot of speculation going on in the community right now. We have links coming out. We have the link structure deck coming out very shortly, and very shortly after that, about 2 weeks later, we then have the circuit break coming out, the first link set, and we have things of that nature. So the game is changing. At the same time, we have a ban list that is supposed to be speculated between August and September. Konami's sort of announced this, but if you remember what they said at the earliest. I think that's what the phrase they used, at the earliest. So it could be October though, if that's the case, before we get a ban list. People don't understand. If we know Konami well enough, they do take their time when they are making ban lists, don't they? But back on topic here. So, future meta, what could it be like? Well, until we get a ban list, it's pretty much going to be Zoo and True Draco. Now the question is, and the big if, and there's a lot of ifs and whens and whats in this video, so do keep that in mind here when I'm talking. When the ban list comes out, if Zoo gets slaughtered, it gets hit to a point where it cannot function anymore. So, well, function effectively enough, I should say. So, like, let's go with the OCG ban list, what they've done. Okay, Broad Bull gets banned, Dryden gets banned, Barrage gets banned. Okay, there's your 3 bans, okay? And then maybe Rapier gets hit to 1, okay? So, let's say that is what happens. Okay, something of that nature. Zoo gets hit to a point where it can't be played anymore effectively in a deck, in meta, competitively. So, if that happens, then you're going to have True Draco sitting over here saying, okay, I'm meta relevant. But if Konami of America does the same thing like Japan did, which they have a tendency to do, you're going to have True Draco still be the meta deck. If they hit Diagram to 1 and, oh gosh, I'm going to brain fart in the heat, the True King guy to 1, the main guy, what are you going to have left there? Well, you're probably still going to have True Kings being the meta relevant deck. As we've seen in the OCG thus far, that is still competitive. Even with the release of Circuit Break recently, for the most part, that is still competitive because of 2 cards. Diagram is a great card, and the True King card is amazing. You know, so because you can tribute off your spells and traps. So for that reason, that will probably be meta relevant if our ban list resembles very closely to the OCG. Okay? Now let's say Konami takes a different route to some degree. They hit something, they do something where they just obliterate Zoo, they obliterate True Draco, and what are you going to have? You're going to have the scenarios that have happened throughout history where there's a power vacuum. Okay? If you don't know what a power vacuum is, that means that all the power is gone and it's just a grab for power. Everybody's going crazy trying to figure out what's going to happen. And if that's the case, if that happens, then you're going to have pretty much the secondary market's going to go crazy when that happens. Number 2, there's going to be a power grab. What decks could you see pop up? Well, we could turn to the OCG to get some ideas. You could have Woodbridge Invoked be a good deck, possibly. And right now, even with True Dracos being over there, even though that's a good deck and a speculated top meta deck with Spellbook Rudra, the draw power card for Spellbooks coming out. Well, for us, that won't be coming out till what, January? So that's a ways away. That's 6 months away. That's what. We're in July, in mid-July right now, so what now? July, August, September, October, November, December, January. That's 2 ban lists away, probably, from getting Spellbook Rudra. There's a lot that can happen between now and then, okay? So, we have this possibility here where there's a power vacuum. You may have things like ABC, which is happening in the OCG, and we have ABC at full power over here. We have 3 Union Hangers still, so it'll be better. It depends on terraforming, if terraforming gets hit, but, you know, there's all these, like I say, these ifs and whens, and you can see in the community that people are not sure what the next good deck is going to be. We recently got announced the Spiral stuff, the Subterra stuff. Spirals may be top tier, so people are buying out Spirals and whatnot. It's a lot of speculation, and you can tell that this is the case with the community by looking at the secondary market if you pay any attention. Nobody knows really what's going to happen, and you can hear it in the talking of people, and it's very true. We don't know. We won't know anything to some degree with the ban until the ban list comes out. And even then, we're still going to have a lot of speculation of what's going to be the next top tier deck. If Zoo gets killed and True Draco gets killed. If both get killed and are non-playable, you know, and it's possible because Konami has, you know, done crazy ban list. May we not forget the freaking September 2013 ban list that happened 3 years ago. Lord, if we forget how many cards got banned. So there's no stipulation for Konami to only hit 3 cards. There's a possibility they could go 6 deep or 7 deep. They've done it before in recent memory. They could do it again. So let's say there's a power vacuum. Well, like I said, there's a bunch of top tier decks that could pop up. Old school decks could pop up in a link format. And the thing we're having right now is the Circuit Break set and the Circuit Break and the other set that we're getting in like a month. Those sets are, from what we've seen in the OCG, they haven't had a real, complete, total impact necessarily on the meta to some degree, really. If you pay attention to the OCG, it's pretty much been Zoo and True Draco, even though these were in the link summoning format, and the fact that it's been investing in the link monsters is not worth it sometimes, if you understand what I'm saying. It's better to play decks that don't need to invest in link monsters to do their combos. That's what it seems to be the scenario right now. Now, that could completely change by, you know, January, when we get the January set, or by maybe this time next year as we head into the summer season with the 4th set into link summoning. It's very possible that could completely change. We do not know. And then there's the big elephant in the room. That's pretty much the TCG exclusive archetypes we may be getting. I know there's a speculation that could be a race car archetype. You know, we could have a scenario where, you know, they hit True Draco, they hit Zoo, and the best deck for the next 6 months until Konami and OCG land makes a good, powerful deck that's link-based. You could have the TCG archetype exclusive reigning supreme over here in the TCG. So it's a scenario where it's a lot of ifs and whens. I'm just trying to explain to you guys that we don't know what the next top tier deck is going to be. We can speculate that it's going to be True Draco. We can speculate that Zoo will be it. But we don't know. We really don't know. Now that the national season is over, we all believe that Zoo is going to get hit. Okay, most likely it's going to get slaughtered, W into Zoo. But what if True Draco gets slaughtered? Don't forget that did in hand tangent work with Zoo to be one of the most popular decks in the format, and it could easily go down like it did in the OCG. And you know Konami, the TCG, does pay attention to the OCG to some degree. We've noticed this in the past, and we just, I think, neglect that that does happen. So like I'm trying to say here as I wrap up this video here, and I know I went off on a whole bunch of different things here and there, but what I'm trying to explain to you guys is, as I use my hands, like a lot in this video, is that we don't know what the next top tier deck is going to be. The market shows that. Yes, I know it's the downtime in the Yu-Gi-Oh season because there's no major events for the next month and a half, 2 months, but really, we don't know. There's a lot of speculation and things hinging on the ban list. A lot of things speculation on what's the new TCG archetype coming out. There's a lot of speculation on this and that and when and if, you know, things of that nature. And the fact that, as I can't say always, because you know we did get Stardust early on back in the day, but for the most part, the first couple of sets into a series, XYZs, Synchros, Pendulums is an exception. That's an exception there. And I say that, I'll say in a second, but pretty much usually when we get into the nitty gritty of a series, a new series, usually the first couple of sets are not that powerful. There are some exceptions to the rule. Remember Duelist Alliance? Shaddoll, Stellar Knights, Burning Abyss, Yang Zing. UAs were actually pretty good there for a bit. So like, not always the first couple of sets are very powerful, and we could easily get a very powerful TCG archetype that dominates the coming meta. But we don't know enough information yet. We just don't know, guys. So that's what I'm trying to say here. We can all speculate, and speculation is good, but until we have more definitive information, it's all speculation what the next top tier deck is going to be. So, till next time, guys, take care, have fun dueling, good luck dueling, and tell me, guys, down below, what do you think is going to be the next top tier deck in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! That is not Zoo or True Draco. But till next time, guys, take care, everybody. Good luck dueling to all of you.